What's the most illegal thing you have ever gotten away with? In high school, we had this tight-knit clique of friends. Everyone in our group was absolute best friends. Ride or die type of guys. We hung out all the time, shared stories of the girls we had been with, got drunk together, and so on. One night one of our buddies Jay hits us up in our group chat saying he had just bought a new car with the help of his parents and asked if we all wanted to cruise. A lot of our buddies opted out as it was finals week. I said, yeah man, let's do it. My buddy D also said that he was in. Lo and behold, Jay arrives in a very nice, very fast car. And I hop in as we head off to pick up D. We pick up D around 11 that night and spend some time doing our typical activities, chiefing, drinking, cruising around town revving his car, racing people from red lights, and flirting with every hot girl we came across. Now because this car was a two-seater we had put D in the trunk, he could still see everything just fine as the trunk was not separate from the main portion of the vehicle. We were having fun screeching to stops, drifting corners, and slamming him around back there. After a few hours, we get bored. We start cruising down a highway to head to a suburb of our town just to see what's going on there. Jay was talking the entire way about how he had no clue of what the top speed on his car was. He told us the governor had been removed. I looked at him and said, nobody is out here man, just punch the gas and find out, and he does. We're driving like hell on this 4-lane highway blazing past what little traffic there is. D and I are taking videos laughing it up as Jay is calling out speeds. 130. 135. 140. Right as he said 140 I turned my camera to focus on a sign because they went by so fast and I wanted to show everyone how fast we were going. Right underneath that sign, to my horror, was a police officer clocking traffic. We absolutely blow by him. D must have seen him as well because before I could get a word he starts freaking out. At this moment, a long way behind us, the lights flick on and Jay sees him as well. Jay starts panicking as I try to stay calm and dictate the situation to him. At this point, we were pushing 150. Jay is freaking out screaming, dude, what do I do? What do I do? In all of my infinite wisdom, I yell out, keep your foot on that gas until we hit a backroad turn off. This was it, we were truly running from the cops. We had done it before but never alone. It was always house parties that had been busted, you know, the kind where 3 cops walk in and 50 drunk kids run in every direction. This was far from that. We were a target rather than a busted up party. Jay yells out for one of us to hook up the police scanner to his aux cord. D jumps onto his app as I was already on my Maps app giving Jay directions. Immediately through the stereo we hear, all available units respond. I am in pursuit of a vehicle moving at a very high rate of speed. At that moment my heart sank even further. This was really happening. I tell Jay to start slowing down as there was a turn off ahead of us that lead to a winding mess of country roads. We must have torn half of the tread off of his tires around that right-hand turn at 45. I inform him that this road runs straight for a mile or so and then ends in a T-type turn. He guns it. I could barely hear the panicked voice of D over the engine. We are jetting down this 2-lane road through the middle of nowhere at 120. His headlights hit the sign ahead informing us the road was ending. The tires screech as I yell out left. Left. We screamed around the corner at a ridiculous speed and take off again. After a half mile or so we realized that there had been no red and blue lights behind us since we turned off that main highway. Jay immediately slows down to the allowed 55 miles per hour speed limit. Everyone in that vehicle lets out a huge sigh of relief. At this point, we were keen to hear what they were saying on the police radio. You can now check if there is a part 2 by clicking share then more.